Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kurt, and welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Oop, where am I? There I am. Alright, let's quickly. We're moving rapidly today. We've got a lot to talk about, a lot of things to do. So yes, here we are. Let me fix that, and I popped off the torch. For no reason, I leave torches behind. Grab Wolfie. Oh, watch it, watch it. And continue on. A couple things I do need this episode are planks of wood and pigs and food for Wolfie. He's already out there looking. So yeah, let me actually, while I've got some low-lying shrubberies, I can grab some planks of wood here. Oh no, I used some of my durability on the leaves there with the pickaxe. Oh well, deal with it. Yes, let's check out this tree. But yeah, so much to talk about today. I am extraordinarily happy to report that we just blew right past the 20% milestone. Oh, speaking of the pickaxe, there it goes. We just blew right by the 20% milestone of our Farlands or Bust Child's Play charity fundraiser. Yeah, we're up to actually 21% right now. That is thanks to a whole bunch of contributions, but some very, very generous ones on top of that. So we're up to $6,284.52 raised for Child's Play charity. And of course, I like to remind you that that burning skeleton had nothing to do with it. No, I'd like to remind you that that's on top of last season's Farlands or Bust. We raised $11,739. So a whole lot of generosity and charity given on behalf of Farlands or Bust. I really appreciate it. You are dead, pig. I really appreciate it, and it's really something that keeps me motivated to keep doing this series. I know you guys keep on liking it and enjoying the things I talk about, and just the, getting money for charity to get, to help out kids in children's hospitals around the world is just icing on the cake. So I really appreciate it, and oh, hello. Oh, just what I needed, a bunch of pigs. Woof. Indeed, Wolfie. Indeed. Let's have Wolfie do some hunting. And I'll punch you with a bone. Come on. Get him. Can't get him. Can't get him. It's like, oh, careful. It's a clever pig. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, since we passed 20%, I have to do another milestone video, and you are dead, sir. How about, how about I feed you some stuff? Stop. There we go. Boop, boop, perpetual. I'm just picking him up. And boop. Okay, he's full, he's healthy, we're all good. Gosh, what was I? I'm seeing so much to talk about. I get flustered and flabbergasted and but yeah, I gotta do a 20% video, and I know, and I've been talking about this already, I know I mentioned how I was going to do the computer build video, but I've lost a bunch of footage to that, and I only have, say, half of it. I don't think that's what it's going to be, and I know some of you have already recommended that I just show us what you got, but you all know that I'm a little bit of a perspective and perfectionist is what I meant to say. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and I don't know, I don't like the idea of putting up like a half-complete video. It would just, it's not the type of stuff that I like, in terms of the quality. I don't want to have half a video and then just be like, okay, that's all I got, see you later. And I can't do it by justifying all the time I already put into it, I don't want to, that's not the type of person I am. If it took a lot of time, but in the end it's still not complete, or it's crap or something, then I can't justify putting it up. So I still have that footage, I'm keeping it. I might do something with it eventually, but for the 20% video, I think I'm going to fall back on what I originally said it was going to be before I built the computer, which is, let's feed Speedy. So you guys, after many, many months of asking, will finally get to meet my box turtle Speedy, who is actually probably older than a lot of you, since I've had him since the 4th grade. So over at least 20 years old. And we'll feed Speedy, which is always entertaining. And I'll do a proper, that'll be a proper 20% video. And then I'll figure out what to do about the computer thing. I mean, like I said anyway, with the computer thing, it wasn't going to be, this is how you build a computer. There are far better guides and how-tos and walkthroughs on that. So you're not, I don't think you're missing out on much, but perhaps in addition to that, I'll take you on a quick tour of the new computer, like I did with the 10% video of the old computer. Icebergs in the ocean. Speaking of ocean, let's just make a boat. Workbench. So yeah, I think that's what that's going to be. So first things first, I think today or tomorrow I got to go out and actually get some more food. Some worms. It's going to be a carnivorous Let's Feed Speedy episode. and then yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, I really appreciate once again all the contributions and support for the Child's Play charity fundraiser. And you can keep contributing over at farlandsorbust.com. Indeed. But yeah, a lot of stuff has been going on lately in terms of the YouTubes and other stuff. For those of you who've been following me around, a lot of you didn't see it coming, but we have a second part of the 4v4 Mindcrack Ultra Hardcore series. Those guys, Good, Vintage Beef, Paws, and Baj, wanted a rematch since we just barely scraped by with a win in the first part, which, by the way, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't watched the first 4v4 matches. So yeah, that went up yesterday, and that's going to follow the same format where every other day we're going to upload a video for that. So look forward to that. I'm really excited and happy to continue to be involved with the Mindcrack guys with the Ultra Hardcore series. Certainly a very popular series, and it is the original, often replicated, but not replicated. I don't know what that term I was going for was, but yeah, that's fun. So look forward to that. Today, Tuesday, April 17th, this morning, the Space Shuttle Discovery was taken on its ferry flight from Kennedy Space Center to Washington, D.C., where it's going to be parked at the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum on display. What? Did he already lose a bunch of life? You noodle, what are you doing? Sit. You like starting to glitch into blocks again? I remember that happened before. Boop. Woof. Perhaps he is. But yeah, so that was, I was watching that on NASA TV this morning. They landed about noon Eastern time, I think. But that was really cool. You know, they have the shuttle on the top of the big modified 747, and it's a sight to see, certainly, but that would be technically Discovery's final flight. So yeah, for those of you who are on the East Coast, might have had a chance to see that. Or at least if you're in the area, when they do finally park it at the Smithsonian, go take a look. And I was able to get a close-up view of Discovery in the VAB when I was there last August for the Juno NASA tweet-up. They took us on a tour, took us in there, and that's where she was parked before they started getting her ready to retrofit her for the museum display and whatnot. But you know, they take off the engines and put on kind of simulated engines. They obviously don't want to have the real engines there, and other stuff like that. So that's really cool. Indeed, I of course also saw Discovery on the launch pad twice when I went down there to see it launch, but didn't launch, so saw it on the launch pad, but all the delays prevented me from ever seeing a space shuttle launch up close, live, and personal. But yeah, so that happened this morning, and I posted that on my Twitter and Facebook. So follow me on those things if you don't want to miss out on stuff like that of interest to Farlanders around the interwebs. Also, oh yeah, speaking of also following me on there, I did a brief live stream last Saturday. I did it in Kerbal Space Program over on my Twitch TV channel. That's Twitch TV/KurtJMac. And I think it went pretty well. That was the first live stream I tried to do since the new computer, and the new computer and processor and stuff really does a good job of handling the live streams, making it nice and smooth. I know the 8-hour, 20-minute Farlands or Bust live stream was kind of choppy and like 5 frames a second and stuff like that, so that was a good test, and hopefully XSplit didn't mess up my audio levels too bad, because it tends to reset all the audio levels every time you start that program, which messes up then what I've already worked so hard to fine-tune for my recording. So I'm assuming everything is going well with this recording. Hold on, I gotta make a bed. And that's another thing. I've been trying to do this, record this episode for like the last couple hours, but they're doing a lot of landscaping around, and something just went by my window, so if you hear weed whackers or leaf blowers in the background, I apologize, but I could not wait any longer to record this episode. Those guys will just have to deal with it. So yeah, we got the moon rising. I think I can sleep now, so let's sleep. And awakeness. Woofness. Woofness indeed. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I did a live stream. I think it went pretty well. I was just kind of messing around in Kerbal Space Program. I flew back to the moon and was trying to perfect my landing techniques, which weren't quite perfected even then. Kind of ended in disaster. But that video is archived if you want to watch that over on Twitch TV. So yeah, it was like an hour long or something like that. Floating slabs of snow. And boof, sir. And boof, sir. And catch, Wolfie. Oh, oh, incoming. Ah. So yeah, follow me on the Facebooks and the Twitters if you're there, and that's where I post those kind of things. That was just kind of an informal. I had some time, so I'm like, I'll try a live stream. In future, more formal live streams, I'll be sure to post a quick kind of update video here on YouTube, just not to exclude all you guys. But yeah, looking forward to doing more live streams. Woof, so is Wolfie. Although I don't really do the live streams in Far Lands or Bust, I'm saving that for the 100%, celebration when we reach the 100% charity milestone. Indeed, but yeah, I'll do Minecraft. I know I mentioned I'd like to do some Driver San Francisco, because that's a nice open world game where it could work well for just messing around on a live stream. Kerbal Space Program, stuff like that. Happy Pig is now dead. And so are you, sir. There goes another lawnmower. Oh, we're like all out here. How about... Hey. Hey. Okay, well... guess we just wasted that one. But yeah, and then also... the big news of the day, which I have yet to tell anyone on the internet... Floating birch tree, you aren't really magical because I can't hold a tune, and I started too low of a register. Oh, yeah, I had the Far Lands or Bust flashback yesterday, was the floating block of ice. Oh, it's a floating island of stone, dirt, and tree. What was I saying? Oh, the big news that I have yet to tell anyone, and is very much along the lines of what I was talking about, the NASA and the Juno NASA tweet up, is NASA is holding another tweet up. They've actually kind of remodeled the format. They're no longer called... I don't know why I keep killing these pigs. I don't have any inventory space. There we go. They're now called NASA Social, because they want to include everybody from Google Plus and Facebook and stuff, so it's not just Twitter. But they held one today. They invited people to come see and watch the landing of Discovery. But they're having another one at the end of the month on April 29th and 30th for the launch of SpaceX, the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket and Dragon capsule, which is going to be the first private American-made spacecraft heading to the International Space Station, and is eventually... this is kind of a test flight, a cargo flight, unmanned, which is eventually going to be, the Dragon capsule is going to be a manned capsule to take astronauts to the International Space Station. And I heard about this like at the last minute, like the day of, they were having sign-ups. I heard on Twitter, oh, you can sign up today, within 24 hours for the NASA Social event, which it probably slipped my radar because they're now calling them NASA Socials instead of NASA tweet-ups. So I'm like, okay, I just signed up for it, whatever, let's try. And the news is, I heard yesterday, late last night, that I got accepted. Randomly chosen among, I think, about 2,000 applications. They only picked 50, which is another thing they're changing the format with. It used to be, for at least the Juno NASA tweet up, there was 150 participants that they chose. So I know they're cutting back on, budgets and stuff like that, and I think they let go of the woman who was originally planning all of the previous NASA tweet-ups. Good God, you scared the crap out of me, Wolfie. Thought it was a skeleton suddenly in my face. But yeah, I got selected. So that's like coming up in 2 weeks. So it's I kind of had a little bit of a freak out last night because I'm like, I didn't expect this. I just, signed up at the last minute. And I've been going back and forth the last few hours, thinking about it. Obviously, I've already gone to the Juno NASA tweet up, so I almost feel like, alley-oop. Oh! Ow! Stupid branch got in my way. So same with Wolfie. So yeah, I feel like, maybe I should give somebody else a chance. Also, last minute, obviously, plane tickets aren't the cheapest, when you're buying them 2 weeks in advance, and hotels and stuff like that. A little bit of a strain on the budgets, and and it's also with these launch NASA tweet ups. I was lucky that the Juno NASA tweet up, the Juno spacecraft, launched right on schedule. But with these, this spacecraft is an experimental one, so there probably is a much higher chance for delays and problems with the launch, perhaps. That would start switching around the dates and things like that to make it a little bit less of a sure thing. And I've, once again, like I already mentioned with the space shuttle launches, I've already had a few heartbreaks where I traveled all the way to Florida only to have a space shuttle launch delayed for months. So I had to, it was kind of just a trip without a shuttle launch. So that factors in. On the other side of the coin, I feel like, this is kind of the chance of another, chance of a lifetime type of thing, because this is the first time this spacecraft, or any commercial spacecraft, is having a chance to go to the International Space Station. It's the beginning of a new era of space flight, even though that this spacecraft isn't manned, like I said. It's going to be a part of history, this launch and things like that. Also, only 50 people were chosen, so maybe I should be thankful for being so lucky and take advantage of the situation. Also, like I said, I could let somebody else have a chance to go, but perhaps with this big audience that I have here on YouTube, all you guys seem to enjoy the reports and pictures and stuff and video that I had from the Juno NASA tweet up. It's an opportunity for me to take advantage of this audience that I have and spread, my passion, the passion for space flight and NASA and astronomy and whatnot. Maybe I should take that as kind of my duty. Duty. My so mature. My kind of an obligation to kind of that's what these NASA tweet ups and NASA social. God, I can't say that. I like the word NASA tweet up a little bit better. NASA social. There's too many S noises. Make me spit all over the place. The NASA social kind of mission is to spread the word about NASA, and it's kind of citizen journalism and spreading the word and help get support for NASA. So I almost feel like I should take advantage of that, and I certainly know that you guys, at least I'm assuming, let me know in the comments. I'm assuming you would want me to go, so I could give you like reports and videos and updates. So yeah, let me know in the comments. But also, and this just actually came to me when I was looking for questions for this video. Last video, and actually a few people have been asking this, but in particular, this is the one that I saw and made note of. EX Ventures asks, "Hey Kurt, are you going to be doing a 50,000 subscriber special?" And I had to double take because I'm like, I'm nowhere near 50,000, but all these big gravel beaches again. Yeah, I'm at 44,000 right now. A lot of that is to thank for all the multiplayer stuff I've been doing with the ultra hardcore and stuff, but I wasn't planning on doing a 50,000 subscriber special simply because I never expected to reach it. So I could kind of treat, I'm assuming, oh, there goes my shovel too. I gotta start making a bunch more tools, I guess. I could treat, I'm not going to be presumptuous. I'm not going to say, ooh, I'm going to reach 50,000 by the end of the month, but the way the trends are going, that might be the case. So I could treat going to the NASA tweet up as kind of a 50,000 subscriber celebration special type of thing. I'll just you know, all this, you know, the charity you guys have given, all the support. The fact that I'm doing this YouTube thing is like my thing right now. I, you know, like I said, take advantage of the audience and use this as an opportunity to spread the word about NASA and space flight. And, you know, the fact that, okay, yes, the shuttles are retired, but that doesn't mean it's the end of manned space flight like a lot of people are trying to scare you into believing. We've got these private companies like SpaceX, who's owned by the Tesla and PayPal guy, Elon Musk. So, yeah, I don't know, he might, I'm assuming he would be there too. Maybe he'll be at the tweet up. Or social. But yeah, I'm starting to lean towards taking advantage of the situation and going. If not for my own experience, then in order to share it with you guys. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments. That is probably lava, so I'm going to avoid that. And yeah, well, that was perfect timing. I wrapped that up in a nice, neat little package. I heard zombies. That might be a spawner down there, but I really don't care. Yeah, let me dig in a hidey hole. This whole place is full of zombies. Oh, I don't have any tools. Crap. Oh, Wolfie, thank you. Sit. Have that. Quickly, workbench. Gotta make some tools. Boop. And iron shovel. Boop, boop. I have a pickaxe. Okay, that's fine. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Okay. I guess I can make the beds while I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, just let me know in the comments your guys' thoughts on that. I don't know why I'm trying to make 3 beds. That's not what I intended to do at all, actually. All these sticks. Okay. I am really failing at the hidey hole creation today. Quickly now, before stuff starts to spawn and tries to murder me. Wolfie agrees. Let's do that. Let's make this a full-size hidey hole. I sound like I'm near a cave, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of that. Like I said, I've mostly talked myself into going, so I have to start searching for flights and hotels, and then also I need to accept their invitation by the next couple days. So I'm excited. It's certainly, you know, I'm not looking at gift horse in the mouse. In the mouse or the mouth, you know, gift horse come with mouses sometimes, mices. Look a gift horse in the mouse. So yeah, I'm excited. This has all been a lot of stuff that's been happening in the last few days. Kind of a little bit overwhelming, but yeah. Where else do I need to do before the end of the episode? I need to remind you to head on over to farlandsorbust.com to keep contributing to our Child's Play charity fundraiser. I really appreciate everybody who has done thus far, and look forward pretty soon here for the 20% milestone video, as I talked about at the beginning of this episode. So yeah, there's that. Next episode I will get to the tip jar thank yous. I forgot that the last few episodes, so they're piling up. But I'll get to you guys next episode. Wolf, I know, Wolfie, I'll do that, don't worry. But yeah, certainly, thanks for watching this episode of Far Lands or Bust. Please like, comment, ask me your questions, let me know what you think about the NASA tweet up deal, and subscribe if you're not already. But until next time, my name is Kurt. I will see you next time.